Hello there, it's me, everyone's favorite character, Pooh.
Pooh, you can't say that.
Oh, but it's true.
Yeah, but what about Wilder?
Oh, yes, he's a very sensitive soul. All right. Hello, this is Pooh, who is probably your favorite character, but who knows, maybe you like Wilder or somebody. How's that? I suppose it could be the keeper. I mean, probably not, but whatever. Anyway, you're listening to Playing Games with Strangers. But before we begin, how about a commercial?
John Harju, Steve MacDonald. Music theory. Interviews. Music theology. Primitive Rhythm Machine. Monthly on Geek Devotions.
Hi, I'm Dallas.
And I'm Celeste, and we're from Geek Devotions.
Geek Devotions, a show brought to you by devoted geeks who are devoted to letting you know that you are loved. And we do this through a variety of ways.
Weekly Bible study on Facebook at 6:30 Central Standard Time, where we go line by line through the scriptures.
Such as weekly devotionals on YouTube using geeky pop culture items like movies, video games, and comic books.
As well as a podcast called Com Talk by Geek Devotions, where we have book reviews, music discussions, as well as general geekery.
Pray and Plays on Twitch, where we play video games, but we are willing to stop the action to pray and talk with people who need it. If you want more information about what we do here at Geek Devotions, just look up Geek Devotions on some of your favorite social media platforms, or check out our website, geekdevotions.com.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Playing games with strangers. You know there's no danger. So come on in, we're all friends. Playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers.
All right, so the four of you are going to the church, correct?
Indeed.
Okay. In the meantime, at the church, Gareth, what are you currently doing at this moment? Actually, I can tell you what you're doing at this moment. It's a Wednesday night. It's an Awana night. So, what function at Awana are you in charge of, Gareth?
Setting up and breaking down.
And that's it? You're not... All right.
That's what I do.
Hey, man. All right. So
and when he means breaking down, he's actually
falling.
He's gonna start doing some flares and head spins and break dancing. Break it down. No, you're kind of waiting for the game bit to be over with. You're kind of watching as they're going around the white circle, and you hear the door open to the church. Josiah with the awesome Foley work.
I look over to Josiah.
And as you look over to the door, thinking, "Oh crud, I need to oil that again," you see Pooh, Aileen, and Orbog come in with a black and white bugbear that you've never seen before.
Ah. I wave over to them, and I make my way over. Aileen, nice to see you.
Well, hello, Gareth. How are you doing, dear?
Very good. Who are your friends?
Well, you know everybody. Oh, I don't suppose you've met Master Dub, who has decided to do some interesting enlightening.
Ah, I do recognize the face now that you say it.
Hello, Metal One. How are you?
Good. Very good. Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you, sir.
It's nice to meet you.
And this is, he's Orbog's size. Is this Orbog?
Yeah, it's the Fu Man Harju beard that throws you off.
Very good to see you again, my friend. What brings you here?
He ate some bad mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah, he's drooling.
That up.
So we came to see if you might know of either where Wilder is, or if you happen to know any well-to-do people who are rather slender. My parents have disappeared.
You what?
My parents?
Oh.
And they were slender?
Well, my brother says that there was a man who was very slender who was hanging around the bakery. You know the one, only on Tuesdays, a couple streets over.
Yes. And this slender person was Wilder?
No, but we think that Wilder may know them because Wilder's kind of shady, and Wilder knows shady people. So we thought that whole, the rogue thing might work to our advantage.
Unfortunately, I have not seen Wilder in quite a while. I do miss him, as I miss you all.
Yeah, I miss him all.
Except for you, Mr. Duh. I look forward to missing you.
I look forward to missing you too.
Poor old Bob.
I lean over to Gareth and I say,
I think Orbog has been going through some stuff, Gareth. He seems rather sullen, and I know how that feels.
Is the drooling part of the thing that he's going through?
It is today.
I'm standing right here.
I'm whispering, don't...
This is how Gareth whispers.
That's how Pough whispers, too.
Why don't we stop talking about me and deal with the demon nose girl?
Now. Not today.
Take her up front.
Not today. We have bigger issues than my demon booger.
We need to pray for her right now. You can check her up there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see a puff of
Here's a
puff of
napkin.
smoke come out her nose.
Did you see that?
We're not talking about that today.
Brett, focus, Orbog. Focus. We need to find her parents, and Wilder, and Christopher, and...
That's the other thing. Apparently Christopher's missing from his tomb.
Who would want to take Christopher?
It would appear that Christopher got up and walked.
With the help of some scorches.
So, do you think Christopher had something to do with the people who were missing? Or Wild? I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
I don't think you noticed, but bugbears aren't exactly tall and slender.
Right.
We're kind of big.
We're not entirely sure it has anything to do with the other. We just both have not separate means. We both have separate reasonings, but we both think that Wilder may be able to help us.
Yeah, because he's just so smart.
He's sneaky.
This isn't the city that has or is it one of the cities that has a thing in the middle that you can post something on and people would
The
see
list of
it.
Oh,
Gregory.
you talking about the list of Gregory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the one of the places that has that, or is
Yes,
this
there is a
everywhere?
list of Gregory in town.
Have you tried the list of Gregory?
Well, no.
No, we haven't.
Who is this Craig?
Well, you see, there's this list, and it's magical, and Craig put stuff on it.
Yeah, we look at it. Ooh.
If you can read it, then it's very nice.
I would say perhaps trying there first,
I
or
got these socks there.
or is Wilder gilded with any type of? I'm not sure where he would put his allegiance.
Do rogues have a guild? Thought that was kind of the point of being a rogue.
Well, at some point, you need to band together with like-minded individuals.
I thought that was
So I would
us.
imagine. Well, yes, but since he hasn't really sought us out in any meaningful way,
Well, maybe we should go check out Callum's grave too, just in case.
Why'd you have to bring up Callum's grave, Ormog?
Because we're getting the whole band back together. I mean, just getting everybody together. We're just.
Ormog, maybe you should have stayed behind.
nice.
Anyway, Gareth, if you are up for somewhat of an adventure, we might be needing your assistance. We seem to be short a paladin right now.
Let me see if I can get someone to take over my responsibilities before I just step out.
Well, we can wait for the evening for you to be done.
Well,
We
your
can
parents
go-
are missing. If there's
Well-
anything happening, I'm sure expediency is much too big a word for me to use at this point.
Pooh, I'd like
Sure,
to introduce you
speed.
to Rose.
Rose, who?
This is Axe Rose.
Are you? What are you? Oh, your axe.
Yes.
This is a weird time. There are children around Ormog.
Well, I feel kind of like killing you right now.
Why do you feel like killing me?
Because you're
Perhaps-
picking on me not being a paladin anymore, and I just wanted to be a bugbear like you. A barbarian, and then you changed and you're not barbarian anymore.
Ormog, it's not.
I blame you. It's all your fault. You left me.
Perhaps we need to go see a counselor, but not right now. Let's head to the list of Gregory.
Okay.
Let's-
As you guys head out to the list O Gregory, Gareth, you said you're gonna wait till you got coverage, or
Yeah, I'll ask around, see if there's someone who can just, break down after everything's done.
all right. Yeah, you find a tabaxi named Tommy. Most people know him as Tommy the cat. And he's like, yeah, man, I can take over for you. So you're off with your pals, and you are heading to the list of Gregory. A couple of miles from the yawning portal, we find our rogue in the middle of a closed jewelry shop.
For some reason.
Getting in and opening the cases was the easy part. But I don't know. Do you ever watch World's Dumbest at all, Dave?
Yeah.
You ever see those episodes where people break in through the roof, but they can't seem to get back out?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's kind of the situation you're in right now.
Of course it is.
You're because you passed your sleight of hand and your first stealth, but that second stealth is where kind of got you. So you can't get out how you got in. Are you going to go through the front door?
Much to my chagrin, because there is no back door.
Okay. Make a perception check as you open the store.
That is a 7.
Okay. You open the door, and you hear a loud blaring alarm, and you see people start running from several directions towards the alarm.
Is this like a Flintstone alarm? Like it's a bird that's like...
No, this is an arcane alarm. If Dave would have passed his perception check, he would have seen a gold thread around the base of the room. And if anybody had crossed it, it would set off the alarm.
Wilder.
I'm going to dart down the nearest alley.
Okay. Are you going to try to be sneaky, or are you going for speed?
Oh, I'm going for speed for sure.
Okay. I need you to make a stealth check at disadvantage.
I rolled a
26.
27. Wait, hold on. I rolled that twice. Sorry. Oh, at disadvantage, it would be 23.
Oh, 23. Okay, I see. Yeah, you hear someone, "Hey, there he goes!" And you hear several footsteps chasing after you down the alley.
What fun stuff do I have in my bag of tricks?
Ball bearings. Everyone needs them.
Is there anything I can hide behind?
You went down an alley, and people are chasing you. I don't know that hiding would be your best option, but you can certainly try. I'm trying to think of what would be in a medieval alleyway. I mean, I'm sure there are like carts around.
A guillotine.
Right. I guess maybe I'm looking for the equivalent of a dumpster or something I could dive into.
You want to dive into a dumpster?
Not necessarily, but sure.
Make a perception check to look for...
That's a 10.
Oof. I know what I'm going to do. You're going down this alleyway, and this is a kind of an upper crust district that has the beginnings of what will end up being in the future indoor plumbing. Coming out of this building is a latrine ditch that is pretty darkened on the inside.
Oh.
Wilder filth.
Yeah. Seeing that, I look behind me. How far away would these people be?
They're probably 20 yards away from you.
Okay. Yeah, I just dive headlong into this thing.
Is your mouth open?
Oh, no.
All right.
Not this time.
You dive into it. Make another stealth check, please.
That's a 14.
Okay.
It's a smell check.
I make a smell check after. Everybody else rolls Constitution.
I am matching your rolls tonight.
Oh my gosh.
They see you dive into the latrine ditch. He goes, he jumped in there. Dave, I also need you to make a Constitution save, please, now that you're in there.
That's a 14.
Go
ahead, roll a 14, please.
No, this isn't a contested save. This is how well you're going to take the fact that you just jumped into what is basically an open sewer.
Oh, sure.
You are dry heaving a bit while you're in there. They're like, we need you to come out of there, please.
How? Oh god. How about you come get me?
No.
All right then. And I, how wide would this ditch be?
How wide is it?
Yeah, like
I'd
how
say
far
about-
could I go in it?
Or how long is it?
Yeah. How long? Like how far could I travel in it if I didn't get out?
Well, typically systems like this would empty out into a river system or a stream, so it's going to keep going.
Well, I'm going to keep going regardless of if I throw up. I don't want to get caught.
Okay, so you're going to army crawl through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And there we found Andy Dufresne. Belly crawled through 2 miles.
Yes.
That's right. We went to Shawshank Redemption just for you. So you hear them start shouting for Billy to come help out. And so you hear someone, "Yeah, I'm here. What's up?" And they say, "Oh," they explain this. You hear them explain the situation as you're belly crawling through this muck. Ugh. I thought for sure you wouldn't jump into it, and yes.
Oh.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, Dave.
That's a critical fail.
Sure is. You hear him mutter some words that you don't understand, and suddenly you can't move.
Oh, that's not good. I'm going to throw up. I can't move to throw up.
Pretty intense situation. They lower down a rope with like a boat hook on it, and they hook your arm, and they pull you up. By the way, you got hit with a hold person spell is what that was.
Cool.
And they kind of set you on the ground. The wizard that hit you with hold person does some generate water and hoses you down. And then they grab you. Some grab you by the feet, others grab you by the arms. They start marching you into the city.
Oh, joy.
Back to the rest of the group. You make your way to the list of Craigery. What are you looking for on the list, O Craig Ori?
Wilder.
You're looking for Wilder on the list of Craigery?
Well, he's a rogue for hire, isn't he?
Sure.
Wilder, do you have a listing on the Craigery list?
I would say, oddly enough, yes.
You guys find an advertisement on the list of Craigery. It says, I'm not going to make this up for you, Dave, otherwise I'll embarrass you. What does your listing say?
Oh, geez, maybe it would have been better if you made it up.
I can if you'd like me to.
It has, you see this photo of Wilder in kind of the fanciest purple jacket you've ever seen. Definitely does not come off as a rogue, just very cocky. And it says, the thing I thought sounds bad.
Can't be any worse than what I was going to say.
No, you know what? You go ahead, because I have nothing.
All right. You see, it's almost written in leet speak for you computer geeks out there. It says, sexy boy rogue for hire, and it's spelled SEXYBOI.
Perfect.
and it gives an address, and it says inquire for deets.
I have gotten some crazy calls and had to turn them down.
And as you guys are reading this, and you guys are like, sexy boy? You see a group of people who just happen to be carrying Wilder by you, where it appears that he's planking between a couple groups of people, and there's a faint aroma on the air.
Well,
You smell that?
I think that's the smell of Wilder going by.
Your friend needs a bath. Does he always smell like this?
No, he does not. But perhaps we should follow them.
Wait, maybe no, I had a plan, and it was a good plan, but it was not the best plan. Isn't that right, Brother Panda? Where did you go?
And what was this plan that was not the best plan?
Well, I have this.
And I pull out my hat. And I keep on me.
What if I pretended to be Wilder, and then confuse those guards?
I like this plan.
Perhaps we should find out why they are carrying Wilder before we have you impersonate Wilder.
We can get rid of 2 for the price of 1.
Those are police guards, right?
Make a perception check.
Or some, that's a perception. You said. Oh, well, that's a 6. 6.
You aren't certain what they are. They're people who are carrying Wilder. As far as you know, they're Wilder holders. He might be doing very well for himself, and this just could be how he gets around the city.
Elaine, ask if that. Okay. Ask what they're doing, and I'll sneak into the shadows, and if they are. And then I'll come out of the shadows as someone important based on who they say they are.
Oh, okay. At least we'll find out some information that way.
That's right.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna stealth into the shadows.
Roll stealth.
10.
Okay.
Excuse me, sirs. What are you doing?
Well, we caught this guy breaking into a jeweler's house.
Oh. Did you now? And I'll look at Wilder.
And I just move my eyes towards you and then look away, ashamed, kind of.
I give him a thumbs up.
I see. So, where are you taking him?
To jail?
Okay. I might have some questions for him later, so I wanted to know where you were taking him.
Aside from being very offensive in smell, what has he done?
The offense is quite bad.
He stole. Well, the smell is because he dove into a latrine. And
Wow.
Is that a crime now?
No, but prior to that, he stole a bunch of jewels.
No.
Are
And
they
that-
on his person?
Are
that a
they in
crime
the
now?
latrine?
They looked at each other like, we didn't actually think to check him.
I
Well,
didn't know he stole anything.
And then at that point, out of the shadows comes this old man with a little monocle on.
Oh, hello, sir. What is going on? Oh, is this what are you doing with him there? Is that
Is
his
this- Are you trying to be somebody specific, Josiah, or is this just...
This is my interpretation of the guy who owned the jewelry.
Okay.
shop.
Okay. I just needed to know where you're going with
Yeah.
this.
What are you doing with my night security chief, Chief Wilder?
Make a deception check.
I thought he was called Chief Sexy Boy.
Shush.
A 3.
Take the hat off and put it back on again.
I rolled a nat 1, so they look at you and they're like, did you own that shop?
Of course, I own that shop. It is it has been my family for very many years, and it is how you say passed down. My grandfather, Henry the III of the late your family, he and his brother bought the shop, and I go on for a little bit.
My character's in the background just grinning.
He tripped the alarm. I just assumed that
No one said he was a very good night guard. He's a little bit in training still, you know.
Well, I guess if he belongs to you, then this was a giant mistake. They stand him upright. They're like,
Yes, I would say he is a giant mistake. I do not think he will last long in this business.
all right, well, Billy, and he just kind of waves his hand, and you can suddenly move again, Wilder.
I thank you boys very much for your service. We will take it from here.
All right, Dave, I need you to roll a D100 and then a D8, please.
Did some of Orbog's drool get on him?
Nope.
How much money did he get away with?
This is to see how offensive his stench is.
It's a 13.
And now with the D8.
Oh yeah, that and 2.
Also a 13.
A 5.
You got away with a couple jewels that, we'll say you have 2 jewels in your pocket that are worth in total 65 gold each. You realize that most of them fell out of your pocket when you jumped into the latrine.
Hi. That was quite a compromising position.
Now, son, you need to get back to work. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, boss guy. I say we go back to the shop and we can talk about what went wrong.
Yes, well, that sounds very good. But first, I need my jewels back.
I didn't actually take anything. I left them in the store just making sure that the doors worked, and they don't work.
Well, that's good. Maybe I should call those guards back.
That's funny. Here is and I give Pough one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And then I take off my hat.
Oh, you should have seen your face, Wilder. And I saw. Did you see that? Oh,
and
my.
I grab the jewel right back out of Pough's paw.
I don't mean to be rude, but you stink at your job.
I think you stink in general.
Yes, that's right.
I'm just having a bad day. I'm much better at this, I promise. Pough, I need that back.
You already took it back.
Oh, that's right. I did. I didn't know if anybody got that.
I
all right.
got it.
So, well, this is awkward. What
How
do
have you
want?
been, Wilder?
Well, up until today, not terrible.
It's been a while.
You seen any zombie bugbears?
Can I give Wilder a hug?
Ugh.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Well, I mean, I'm going to give Wilder a hug.
Is your mouth open?
Always.
Well, like I said, he's been sprayed down. He just has a little bit of a lingering stink is all, so.
Well, I'll still give him a big hug.
I'm going to return that hug.
It's nature.
Right
I'll
now,
miss you,
Pooh is
Beverly.
feeling like a hug bear.
A Care Bear. I mean, not a Care Bear. A concerned, bear.
Something's different about all y'all. And who's this guy?
Oh, that's Orbog. He's had a bad day, too.
No, I recognize Orbog. Those, my friend, are some sweet tattoos. I was talking about the other guy. Wait, who?
Oh, no, that's Aileen.
That's Garrett.
Aileen.
No.
Thank you, dear.
Gareth. Who's this new bloke?
Oh, listen.
Gareth stepped away from the computer at the moment.
Oh, well.
Gareth's
He looked
computer
like he
just
was there.
froze with him there. I'm so confused with the computer screen right now because Dallas and Josiah both went down and it has the opposite face.
He is focused.
Aileen, if you could jump in, this would be fantastic. I don't trust anybody else to give me a straight answer.
This is Master Duh. He has been training Pough in the way of peacefulness, perhaps.
That's what you've been calling it, right? You have a fancy word for it.
Inner tranquility is what I've been training him in.
Yes, inner tranquility.
And also how to bathe properly. Really, you should probably not stink so much.
I would absolutely agree.
You know, I have a little something for that.
Oh, that's awfully convenient. I've obviously not got my cologne or anything
Yes,
smelly good on me.
here's a little cologne.
Well, thanks, bub.
Are you using what I think
Yes,
you-
he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why not? I'll save one for later for an emergency. But 79.
I'm just going on record as saying this is the reason why I'm reluctant to bring the Deck of Many Things 2.0 into this campaign.
What do you mean? Because we'd have too much fun with it?
Because you would murder yourself the first chance you got with it.
No, I wouldn't murder myself. I'd murder someone else.
There is a card in it that's called Evisceration. That the drawer of the card, it summons 200 daggers that cut you for 2 hit points each.
I'd be fine.
That's
What-
nothing.
What did you roll?
79, sorry.
Um,
I'm 76 is better.
This makes sense. As you spray him with this bottle, the bottle that you have, this is just going to cause problems for me, but thank you so much for that. Wilder, you disappear and reappear in the middle of a river somewhere.
What did I miss?
That's
So-
the literal take a hint.
Yeah, but you guys also lost the guy that you were just searching
Trying
for.
to find.
That
Who-
is some strong stuff.
Where did Wilder go?
Wait, where's Wilder?
One down, 2 more to go.
What did you spray on Wilder?
Just a little something I picked up along the way.
Is it the wild magic we got from that inn?
No.
Because it kind of seems like it was a little bit of.
Do you want to see? It's just really strong cologne.
That smells like my mashed potatoes.
Oh.
Well, I think it's been nice seeing you all, but let's focus on what we're here to do, right?
We were trying to, and then Wilder has disappeared. Now, while I appreciate the stink is no longer here, the stink has done stunk away.
Wilder, you end up in this river. What are you doing? Are you going to try to get back to where they were at, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna soak in as much of that water as possible and try and head back to where they were.
Okay. Fortunately, because I don't want to have to RP through this, the river wasn't too far away. About 5 minutes later, you see a very soggy Wilder walking back up to you guys.
Pough, don't ever give me that cologne again. It blew me away.
Well, you don't speak as much anymore.
Quite literally.
It was actually cool water.
What is he, 15 again?
It's wild.
You shut up, sir. I still use cool water.
That explains it.
You hear the sound of rocks falling.
And we
Wilder,
all
look out.
die.
So, why are you all
Rocks
gathered
falling
together?
cologne.
Kind of surprised to see you all together again. Are we doing something? Do we have a mission?
We do.
Well, we have 2 events that may be unrelated. They may be related, but
Let's split the party.
either way, I came looking for your help. You are a sneaky person, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for today. Today was a bad day.
Well, on a regular basis, so you would know other people who would be a little off,
Sneaky peeps.
little different.
Well, you lot are different. But yeah, I know some people.
My parents have disappeared. They've left the bakery unattended. My little brother found it. There had been a struggle. No money had been taken from the box. And except for the fact that you could tell there had been a struggle, everything looked like they were planning to be open for business that day. So we are trying to find out what's going on because we're not entirely sure we trust the local police to do this in a timely manner.
Oh no, they don't do nothing fast.
No. So my brother said that there had been a tall, slender gentleman, rather upper crust, shall we say, that had been hanging around and arguing until they saw him. My aunt has said they gotten quite loud, which my parents do not get loud. So I was wondering if you would know anybody who would fit that description. Apparently, he pulled his hair back into it's slick.
John, would I know anybody that fits that description?
Aileen,
Yes.
I need you to make a performance check to see how well you quoted your brother, because you went a little bit off script from what I said.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, but that's fine, because that's what a performance check is for.
23.
Okay, yeah. Based off of what Aileen and you can take this however you want to. I could foresee you having a kind of an odd reaction to it, but based off of how she's describing it, it sounds like she's kind of describing Fenric Coldwater.
All right. That sounds familiar, but that's no, that can't be who I know. Are you sure that's who it was?
I mean, he's only 10, but he does have a pretty good memory. My brother, that is, not the gentleman.
I would never trust a child, but yeah, that wouldn't be possible. Not who I think it is. So, yeah, I mean, we could look around. I could, check my sources and things like that. But no.
If you could, I would be very appreciative, because it's just not like them.
No. Who do you think it is that it isn't?
Well, that description, oddly enough, and I mean, there's tons of people in Waterdeep, and it could be anybody, but that particular description fits my mentor, but that's not possible. He's been dead for years, so.
Oh yeah, well that's what we thought about Christopher.
What? Wait.
Yeah.
I don't remember the thing about Christopher. What's going on with Christopher?
Oh, well, you know Christopher. He was in the tomb in the middle of the town with the plaque and the stuff. And well, he's not there anymore.
So you're telling me that someone who was dead is now not dead?
It kind of looks like they were like of some sort of fire, and then he got up and walked out.
That's right. There was all these scorches that took him away or something.
Oh no, not scorches.
Oh no. Well, these other people don't seem to understand the severity of scorches.
Right.
Wilder?
Hmm?
Being as you have skills related, I would like you please to make an Arcana check.
All right. 16.
Given the situation and what you know about Arcana, this actually sounds like someone was scorch marks. Based off of what you said, it sounds like something magic happened in there. Like there was a ritual that had occurred inside that tomb.
So, you said your name is Brother Duh?
That is correct.
You said there was scorch marks in Christopher's tomb?
Basically where the body was.
There were lots of scorches.
Well, that definitely means there's magic involved, which, surprise, yeah, that seems to be what we run into when we're all together.
What kind of magic? Who would be powerful enough to do this?
Well, that's a good question. There's lots of people that are much more powerful than I am in this town, and I've seen some things. Actually, right before I met you, I ran into some very powerful beings. Damien, Mephistopheles. I think you I don't know if you've heard
Oh,
of
we
them.
know of Damien.
I mean,
We have this note. This one. And this other one, actually. We have 2 notes.
oh, well, then
He's the
you're
goat
familiar.
man.
Now, I don't know if he's involved or not. So, yeah, I'm kind of exhausted. Could we kind of head back to, I don't know, the Yawning Portal seems to be our favorite place, or we can go somewhere else. I've had a rough day, and I could use a pint.
Oh, if you need something to drink.
No, I'm good.
I was going to say that Brother Pan always has a little something on him.
Well, hey, Orbog, you're standing in a puddle. Do you know you're drooling?
Yeah, it's Pough's fault.
Well, that's not a surprise. Yeah, I mean, we could get the show on the road. It seems like it might be a little bit more, don't know the word I'm looking for. We should probably help Aileen look for her parents, considering, within the first 48 hours.
That's what I was thinking, yes.
Of course it was. So, yeah, I don't know where...
Well, you said you had an idea of the person, but it couldn't be that person. But if it was that person...
Where would they be?
Well, given all the creepy magic going on, maybe be a good idea to go check and see if Fenric's grave's been messed with.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're muted, Aileen.
Did you drink the wild magic stuff too?
No, but I got up and opened the door, so I didn't want that in the recording.
Yeah, so I would actually, if everybody's okay with it, I would like to take them to Fenric's gravesite.
Where is Fenric's gravesite?
Of course you would ask that.
Is it in a graveyard, or does he have a private burial area, or?
No, it's just in a graveyard.
A graveyard, okay.
It's not in a graveyard. It's not in a graveyard.
Okay, so you guys go to the whatever graveyard he's leading you to, and you find the headstone for Fenric's burial place and a 6-foot by 2-foot hole dug into the ground.
The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night.
Well, that's not good.
Oh, Bob, glad to hear you singing again.
Yeah, it's great.
This...
Wilder, are you okay?
Honestly, Pooh? No. Knowing that there's magic and that Fenric could be alive brings up a lot of old feelings, and wasn't quite ready to deal with it.
Yes, I can understand.
What kind of feelings?
He died because of me. I couldn't protect him. I mean, it's a long story, and I would love to recount it to you, but suffice it to say, it was my fault. And
sounds like you and Pough have something in common.
It sure seems like it.
We're both huggable.
That's true.
And like the poster said, sexy boys.
No, you don't pluralize that. It just sounds wrong if you do.
Okay.
Perhaps we need to work on your ad skill later.
Marketing's never really been my thing. You're right.
Hey,
we should talk
man.
about that later.
That's a conversation for another day.
So, anyway, it seems that there are dead things, old ghosts, if you will, are coming back to haunt us.
Right.
Of course there are.
And
I'm gonna take a quick look around the graveyard, see if there's any other graves disturbed or being disturbed or etc.?
Make a perception check, please. No, actually, an investigation check.
Good. 5. I'm rolling bad, except for that one time that I rolled good. So 5.
You're kind of you start into it, and then you just kind of start thinking about honey, and you're kind of hungry.
You know, I don't know if a graveyard's the best place to be when there are people coming out of graves.
I would agree with that.
But it's the best place to find somebody that's coming out of a grave.
Well, I didn't see anyone, so...
Does anybody have any steaks on hand? The wood kind, not the meat kind?
I was about to say, there's some fried ones back there we left.
I'd like to give Pough some mashed potatoes.
Oh, you have some? I am a little hungry.
I don't think we're going to be able to do anything here. It's going to take somebody that's probably more skilled at magic than I am to really figure out what's going on. And honestly, I don't really want to think about this. So could we maybe help Aileen find her parents? I think that's of the utmost importance.
All right, Aileen's parents first. Maybe out of the graveyard. And I've got it.
Or
the bakery.
We could wait till they die and then they'll come back.
Perhaps I should push you into this grave. Let's go to the bakery. I can get us in. I have a key.
Wilder's pretty good at breaking into places.
I'm pretty bad at breaking out of places, though.
But there is a key.
If you've got a key, we'll use the key, but, you know.
To the bakery. The Thursday afternoons only, I think.
Only on Tuesdays.
Well, I've heard it both ways.
Are we sure we don't want to do a ghost tour and visit all the graveyards?
Oh, I know a guy.
I'll leave you here to do that if you want to. But I would like to get away from the dead things and go find the missing things.
Let's start getting out of the graveyard. Hopefully we can make it out.
All right, so you guys make way to the bakery, and so you get there. Aileen lets you guys in. You are in the bakery, and when you get there, Aileen, I would like you to make a perception check.
15.
Everything's been cleaned up.
Well, this is different.
What do you mean different?
Well, even on a good day, the flour would not be off the counters. There was always at least a thin layer of flour, and it's all gone.
Oh, dear. You're saying someone came back in and cleaned up?
Well, they must have, but...
Who breaks in and then cleans?
I'm the only one with a key, other than Mama and Daddy.
Well, so I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. In this business, so to speak, usually a guild has someone called a cleaner that will come back, fix things up so things didn't look as bad as they were. I think you just happened to come at the right time to see everything in disarray, Aileen. And cleaner's been here, and they probably don't know you've been here. That's my assumption.
That's a little more unsettling, seeing it not covered with flour.
Yeah, well, they're not supposed to know what a bakery looks like. They're just supposed to make it look like nothing happened.
Indeed.
So Mr. Clean's been here.
Right.
How many guilds would do such a thing?
I would assume most. I'm not part of one myself. I mean, I guess maybe you guys are a guild, although not thieves. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I would say most guilds have a cleaner on hand, or somebody that can at least try. So, I mean, that doesn't narrow it down any. I'm sure that's what you're thinking. So, I feel like I'm not being very helpful, and
You're not. Nope.
You're being very helpful, Wilder. Don't listen to Horbugs. Someone put something in his mashed potatoes and made him grumpy.
Don't listen to Pough.
Speaking of mashed potatoes, is this cream filling over here, or is that...
I'm not sure. It's been a minute since I've been in the bakery. I normally go and visit the upstairs where they stay.
I'm sure it'll taste good with your special sauce on it, won't you? Or something.
Well, I take a little bit of the cream filling, and eat it.
You said they stay upstairs usually?
It turned out what you just ate was unbaked meringue.
You know, I wouldn't recommend this.
Well, generally, things that are not in the display case are not meant for consumption yet. Yes, they stay upstairs.
Well, perhaps we should look up there.
As you say that, from the door you guys came in, you hear a...
Are you expecting somebody?
Hey, Gareth, how about you
Ignore
answer
it,
the door?
they'll go away.
Yes, Gareth, you're respectable.
I'll answer the door.
I'd like to hide behind the bakery counter.
Okay.
Over the top.
As you answer the door, Gareth, there is a young child there, and he's holding an envelope, and he's like, "Message for Pough Sanders?"
Yes, I know him. I'll take that.
Thank you. And he runs off.
And I give him absolutely nothing, I guess.
Gareth, who was it?
Strange that he wouldn't have waited for a tip.
Why?
Can I keep track of the kid who just gave that to him?
I mean, if you want to.
Okay. I'm going to keep my eye on where the kid went.
He went down the road.
Dang it, Bobby.
Run, Panda, run.
Who was that, Gareth?
It was a small boy.
Oh, well, not the guy we're looking for then.
Oh, he did leave a message for you, though.
Oh.
And I hand him the envelope.
If only he could read.
Yeah, well, my thumbs aren't great with these tiny envelopes. Could someone grab this for me?
Here, I'll open it. So I take it and open it.
All right.
Pull it out.
Are you reading it or is Pooh reading it?
Can Pooh read?
I can read.
Well, here you go. You go, dear.
All right, I'll read it.
All right. And it's just a short note, and it says, Pooh, meet me at the yawning portal. And it's just signed with a C.
It says, meet me at the yawning porthole. And then there's a C.
That sounds ominous.
Yes.
Why are you getting messages at my parents' bakery?
That's what I would like to know. Why am I getting messages at all from this mysterious C? Perhaps it's Christopher? Do you think? But why would he send me a note to meet him at the yawning portal?
Perhaps we should,
I say we go. Yes.
Yes, let's follow that train of thought.
Well, since there seems to be nothing left to investigate here.
If Gareth is so depressed, JS, I can kill him for you.
I'm not depressed.
Why did I do that with Gareth and Orbog? I meant Orbog.
Now I am kind of depressed.
Go ahead, kill him.
We'll die a martyr.
Well, there is something over here that looks like it needs investigating, but I'll take it with me for the road.
I grab like a pie.
I pop out from behind the bakery counter, and I'm stuffing a couple extra cookies. Like my pockets are bulged with random cookies.
Eclairs.
Eclairs, yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
I'm stuffing eclairs in on top of the cookies.
Is Pooh's pie like the one from that movie, The Help?
No.
No idea what that-
different sort of Pough's pie.
Oh. Yeah. I'm over here looking at the French bread. I'm just like,
Yeah, I could go for some French bread right now.
All right.
I do
Once
suggest
a
that I
warrior that
get
kept his sword in one of these.
All right, to the yawning portal.
Tell me, does this Christopher know what everyone here looks like?
Indeed.
Yes, but he's never seen you before, Brother Pen. Duh.
Yeah, you're a secret weapon.
Let me walk in first and have a seat. And then you guys come in.
Do you know what Christopher looks like?
I'll follow you. I will go to the bar and wait.
Yes, but how, you're going to, make sure it's all clear and everything, but if you don't know what he looks like, that's not going to do much good.
I think he just wants to go in separate.
My job will be just in case it gets wild. Not that guy right there, but wild.
Who asking him if he knows what if he knows what Christopher looks like is like asking somebody nowadays if they know what Saddam Hussein looks like. They're gonna know. They don't have to have lived there to know.
Well, that's true. Perhaps, Gareth, maybe you should accompany Pough. I mean, not Pough.
Yelper.
Perhaps, Gareth, you should
Not all bugbears look alike, you racist.
Speciesist.
You should accompany a Brother Panda. Here, take my hat.
Oh, I get to wear the hat?
Yes.
Great.
But does the hat, dampen the noise of the clanking?
I'm not wearing my armor.
Oh.
It sounded like you were.
It did.
No,
that's just his natural voice.
It's just his regular voice.
He's just wearing a helmet.
It's not a helmet. It's his voice.
Yeah. A helmet and a loincloth. That's all he's got.
All right. Take this and look like something inconspicuous.
All right. He puts the hat on and he
First thing that comes to mind. First thing.
Dragonborn.
His scales change color. He's now a red dragonborn.
No one will know it's you.
All right, so are you guys going to the yawning portal?
Yep,
sure.
we're doing it.
All right. So how is this happening? You guys.
We're sending the two guys, our backup first.
All right.
Yeah. We're gonna go to the bar and have a seat.
All right.
Yeah,
you guys
take
go.
my hat off and put it on one of the hat pegs and head over to.
Do you
well, he's
really?
polite, right? I mean, that's what you do in a.
Do you really?
No.
All right.
Yeah,
Are
he
there hat
does.
pegs at
Gareth
this
isn't
place?
smart. He made a big deal about saying Gareth is not smart.
This is true.
He's not.
So you guys walk in and you sit down at the bar. You don't see any bugbears in there currently.
Is there anyone who looks conspicuous that we wouldn't have seen around here before?
Make a perception check.
I got a 19 on perception.
All right, perception. Here we go.
12. All right. You both look around. You guys really don't see anything that seems out of place at all.
Perhaps we should tell them it's all clear.
They're gonna come in a minute. Let's just have a seat and we'll just keep an eye on the place. Can we see the back door and the front door from where we're sitting?
I mean, there really isn't a back door to the place, but you can definitely see the front door.
Okay. So the only entrance is the one door?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to sit so we can see that front door.
Okay.
I walk in.
All right.
With the rest.
Everybody else is walking in with them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I walk in last.
All right.
Sure.
You guys walk in, and it's a kind of a pretty dead night. There's not really that many
Define
people there.
dead.
I see what you did there.
Undead night.
I see what you did there. There's probably about 2 or 3 other people in there other than you.
It looks clear in here.
A little
does.
too clear, if you ask me.
I head up to the bar area and order the largest pint of ale they have.
Well,
By-
a pint is a specific size, Dave.
The
So
largest.
I know. And by largest pint, I mean as many pints as possible. No, like
It comes in pints.
2 pints.
I'm getting one.
A growler.
All right. So what are you guys doing? You guys just gonna stand in the middle of the room, or?
I'm going to let's see. I'm gonna go
sit in the massage chair.
I'm gonna go up to the bar, and talk to someone in a person. Is there anyone behind the bar that I could talk to? That's
Oddly enough, no. The bar is currently unmanned.
Learning won't like this.
Maybe you should jump over the bar.
Perhaps we should investigate things. Because this is all very unusual.
Yes, this isn't how it normally looks in here.
So as I'm, I guess, self-serving my own pint and sipping on it, I peruse the yawning portal to see if there's anybody I might recognize.
You don't.
Okay.
how many people are in here?
3 other than you guys.
I go up to the one of them, the one sitting in the booth.
Hey, you musketeers!
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I was wondering, have you seen anyone waiting around for me?
No. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm. Have you tried the mashed potatoes?
As you say that, you hear kind of a bamf sound, and you feel a hand on your shoulder.
That's not my hand.
And you hear the person behind you say,
Hello, Pough. I don't know if you remember your old buddy Callum, but I think you and I need to have a chat.
and that's how we're going to end it for this evening.
Nice. Bravo.
Well
played,
played
sir.
at the end there, John.
We win.
She just recorded that for me this morning.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So with that said, that wraps up the episode 1 of Arc 2 for us. I know it feels a little slow, but we're starting into something that's very epic, and it's hard to get some motion behind that sometimes. So
And we like doing weird things.
this is also
We get lost very easily.
So for those of you out in listener land, where you're coming in right now, this is the second episode because we've split episodes and we're going to a weekly release schedule. So next week you will hear what's going to come from that conversation. So I got that, and I've got a lot of twisty turnies in store for you throughout this arc. I've had a lot of time to really put into it, and everybody who's a part of playing Games with Strangers that is a part of our private chat that we have will tell you that I've been quite excited to kick off this campaign. So
I'm not even part of it, and I know that.
Well, I mean, you're catching it secondhand through a participant. So, but anybody got anything they want to say before we shut this episode down?
So are we not gonna have Slender Man?
You know?
He's in the next episode.
Wow, did the Russian cat just come out there?
Yeah.
I have a lemon head in my mouth, so I'm not sure what accent's coming out.
You don't have to do that for John.
I like lemon heads.
So anyway, all right. For those of you at Listenerland, we thank you for listening to us. Please subscribe, rate, and review on whatever platform you listen on. We genuinely appreciate it, and we try to acknowledge everybody that we can who does that.
Like you, Harry, and Jim, and
Arlene.
Tom,
Aaron,
Francisco.
But it really does help us out. It puts our podcast in front of other people who might be interested in the podcast. So every little bit helps. Feel free to check us out at playinggameswithstrangers.com. Buy a t-shirt or some other merch. That helps us out as well. It enables us to do some crazy other stuff that we have up our sleeve in the future. Like we're talking comic books maybe or other things. So
feature-length film.
LARP.
Creating our own game system. No. But yeah, however you can help out, we genuinely appreciate. And it's cool to be in season 2 with everybody. And it's just going to get bigger and weirder from here. So, and also check out all our side projects too. Geek This, Josiah's film. Can't rave about it enough. I genuinely want a copy of it. Geek Devotions, they are awesome. I go through withdrawals when I don't get my comm talk. Supersonic Pod Comics. Also, check out JS's book, The Healing of Harms. Super awesome book. I'm in the middle of it. So can't go wrong there. Strangers and Aliens. Other podcast Steve does. Also, Steve and I do as a podcast together through Geek Devotions called Primitive Rhythm Machine. So I think I've plugged something for everybody here. So
maybe.
What's that?
Yeah. Yep, you're good.
All right, cool. So with that being said, thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Peace.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast, featuring the voices of John Harju, Celeste Mora, Dave Clements, Josiah Crandall, J.S. Earls, Catherine Cherwinski, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.